We're going to be doing a 10th anniversary 9/11 show, and it's going to be a wide open show to a variety of different interviews and guests. So I'm open to your suggestions. I've already received a bunch of great ideas. So please send in your ideas for our 9/11 10th anniversary show, which we are now working on. And already getting some suggestions for conspiracy theorists, getting some suggestions for government officials that were employed at the time that may have been involved in some of the first response. A lot of ideas, Lewis, but please keep sending them in. David@davidpakman.com. I think it should be a great show.
I hope so, yeah.
Kentucky there is a Kentucky city that is giving a Bible theme park a 75% tax break. And we talked about the initial inkling about this story a while back, if you remember, Lewis, the Noah's Ark replica, I believe it was.
Right.
And now Williamstown, Kentucky has agreed to a 75% property tax discount to a biblical theme park, which will have, as we discussed, a full-size replica of Noah's Ark. Now, how you can have a replica of something that arguably never existed, I thought a replica meant it was something real.
Yeah, and I'm not too sure about how accurate the description is in the Bible.
Well, what it
are the
indicates,
dimensions in there, or what's going on?
The dimensions are in there, the material is in there, and the Bible says that it was covered in pitch, which I think pitch is some kind of a wood sealer, right?
I don't know. Is it like a tar of some sort?
That's what I have in mind, yeah.
Okay.
So, and a couple people pointed out to me, hey, you're wrong on this. The description of Noah's Ark is in there. If I said to you, Lewis, you are to build a 1957 Chevy. It is 13 feet long, 6 feet wide, and it's made of metal. Does that count as instructions to build a 57 Chevy?
No. I'd have to Google a picture of one.
It wouldn't be sufficient to create a replica.
Right.
So at the same time, if we know the size of Noah's Ark, I don't believe that, and the material, I don't believe that that qualifies. But listen, I'm getting past it. I'm getting past the point here. The point is that these are significant tax breaks that would span 30 years, according to the Lexington Herald-Leader, and are for something that clearly is a violation of the separation of church and state. Why would we have this is the establishment of one particular of a religion sponsored by a state government?
Right. I doubt if I wanted to build Satan land next door, they'd give me such a tax break.
Forget about that. What if you wanted to just build a mosque, I don't know, in New York City without any tax breaks?
Doubt you'd even get the permits.
As we're seeing. So this new theme park is going to be an offshoot of the Creation Museum in Petersburg, which is run by a group called Answers in Genesis. It's a part owner of Ark Encounters, LLC. And the Creation Museum offers attractions based on, no surprise, Lewis, a literal interpretation of the Bible, including the earth was created in 6 24-hour days between 6,000 and 10,000 years ago. Now, as we know, Lewis, that's just not true. Mm-hmm. I don't even... I actually want to ask the audience honestly, when we mention in passing a story that assumes as a premise that the earth is 6,000 to 10,000 years old, do I still need to point out the absurdity of that argument, or do people get it at this point? I don't know. Do you think people get it by now?
I think most of our audience understands, yeah.
Will gay people be allowed at this park? Because we can find, remember, literal interpretation of the Bible. And people like to people talk about Leviticus. Are gay people going to be allowed? What about women with short hair? Remember, Lewis, literal interpretation of the Bible. Will women with short hair be allowed at this theme park? A lot of questions brought up that I have.
Maybe we should take a little field trip.
Maybe we should.
What do you think?
We should. It's an idea. We are hoping to go down to the Taking Back the American Dream conference in Washington, D.C. in October. This is being put on by the Campaign for America's Future. Of course, our friend blogger Bill Scher, part of Campaign for America's Future. And we actually right now are doing through spot.us. Spot Us is the idea. It's a new website which allows for proposals for different journalistic endeavors. And we have a proposal there. I've been to a number of conferences and have broadcasted there, but we're looking to take the entire team down there, Lewis, you included. And believe me, I'm worried about the flying situation, but we're going to try to do it anyway. We'll get the patches,
Definitely.
as usual.
Yeah.
So I want to invite you to go on to spot.us, search for the project, which is the future of progressive media, the progressive politics. We're going to be there doing interviews. We are asking for your help. We've got some great incentives lined up for people who want to support us going down there. So spot.us is the website. Search for us. Search for David Pakman. You'll find it. And it could be a fantastic thing. And hopefully we'll be able to do an audience meet and greet, the first one that producer Lewis will be at. Lewis has not been at any of the David Pakman Show audience meetups so far. You will attend, right? If you're in D.C., you'll go. You won't resist.
Of course, yeah.
You'll be there.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe people will be able to buy Lewis a beer. Lewis, very particular, though, with his choice of beers, as we know. Be very, very careful not to get him the wrong thing, because it will be...
There will be hell to pay.
It won't be a good day for anybody.
No.
Let me put it that way. Let's take a break, Lewis. I think that's the idea. That's the next step. And on the bonus show today, we'll be talking about some Somalian famine aid that was stolen, how jailing undocumented immigrants is big business, and plenty more. DavidPakman.com/membership.